do have a quorum in the room. And, we will now move to, item number 2 on new business, the request for the North Florida Cattle Battle, used for the agricultural center, barn facilities. Mr. Okeechobee.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Chairman, Commissioners. Good to see y'all today, and, first of all, I just want to thank you for your previous support of the cow show, cattle battle that we've done for several years, and appreciate y'all's previous support and helping us through that. And this year, we're asking to have another show on December 6th and 7th, and, this asks for the use of the facility. We will purchase our own insurance, so the county will not have any liabilities. And we promise to clean up the building after the show. I apologize, last year we fell short on that. That was my fault because we should have done it after the show, but I was thinking the inmates were gonna do it first thing Monday morning, and they got delayed, they didn't get here until Monday afternoon, so. I know that was a problem last year, and I won't let that happen again, but, we have to have another cow show, and, we're bringing people from other, counties, states. Pretty big show last year, so we'd like to do it again, and, it's just a sporting event, and, Madison County, and brings people in here, and utilize the building. I mean, thank y'all for what y'all done down there on the improvements. So it's a pretty nice place now, and we want to continue to use it. I just appreciate y'all's consideration. Any questions?
Mr. Chair, yeah, I got a few, because all the documentation that we've gotten and some comments and stuff, what are the issues we're not following up on after events, after the show, providing, the information that we're asking for?
That was, normally we went through the tourism board, and every year they have helped us in the past. And then this year, they chose not to help us with, grant application with, so we're not, we got denied on that, but we still like to have the show, and not with the assistance from the tourism board. And
I guess I thought that's why you were here, you were asking for money from the TDC.
We just wanna use the facility, and waive any fees. That would be, that didn't work out, so we just still gonna try to have a show.
I'm just seeing that profession.
Well, I think, we as a board, Mr. Peavy, cannot go around and circumvent the TDC. The TDC does have an application process, obviously from the materials we have, and I know I and Mr. Kaufman talked to you, there is some information that was left out of your application. I think that was the reason the TDC did not accept your, request this year, and it's policy that the board can't do and run around the TDC.
Yeah, I understand all that, and I know Ms. Lewis, we talked about it, and so we're not seeking any assistance from them this year. We're trying to get everything straight for next year. And, I know one of the issues was we couldn't prove where the people that come to the show stayed at our local motels, and we're gonna add that on our entry forms. We'll prove that next year, so we'll have, and, we're still gonna try to have a cow show. We got permission just to use the barn, and, we'll go what we got.
All right. Comments from, any other comments? Ms. Williams,
Should I?
you raise your hand?
Yeah,
Yes,
should I come up there?
Yes, please.
And good morning, gentlemen, and thank you for allowing me to respond to this. And I'm here, I can't see without my glasses. I'm here on behalf of both the Madison County Tourist Development Council and also, as their administrator, but also for the Madison County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism as the executive director. Starting with the Madison County Tourist Development, we've been going over these applications, to my knowledge, for 4 years. This cattle battle started under the guidance and support of North Florida Livestock Show and Sale. Since then, they have not, I don't know how many years they have not been involved in this. And in 2017, it really was a pretty good application for the grant request. It was filled out. I worked with Martha Jane, Mr. Peavy's mother-in-law, and she provided the information that we needed, but then there was no follow-up. So we've been counseling him for all these years on what exactly, and it's also spelled out in the grant application. So it wasn't that we just did like, okay, and we didn't want to approve this. He was not in compliance and just refused to be in compliance, just said, I'm not doing that. As far as the funding, it is supposed to be seed money to help events get started, and then to help them grow. And then if things improve and change and grow, then we can continue to help them. But there's been no growth, there's been no changes. In fact, it's reduced in size. So we just had to make a decision this year. We just could not continue to do this. Now, if things change, then we'll go back and look at it. But as far as the use of cattle, of the ag center, we have not denied him use of that. But we did say we would require, and in this process of us, of the Madison County Chamber of Commerce becoming the managers of that building, this was not something we asked for. We didn't come to you guys and say, we want to do this, let us move in there, let us do this. You asked us if we would, and we complied, and we worked together to create our rental agreement. And in that rental agreement was a fee schedule, and that fee schedule and a lot of verbiage in the rental agreement became a part of the management agreement that Mr. Tommy Reeves prepared, and we were all in agreement, and we signed that. It was beneficial for everyone. But part of that is that fee schedule, and instead of going by the regular fee schedule, we reduced it this year to $250 plus a $100 cleaning deposit, which would be refundable if they cleaned it and left it, in the manner that they should. That's all we're asking, and for renting that part, we collect the fees up to, I think, $4,000, and then beyond that is the monies go back to the county for a continuation of maintenance, repairs, improvements, and things like that. So we're trying to guard that, and we have grown the use of that. So we certainly want the cattle battle to take place there. There's no one that's against that at all. But it's imperative that we collect those fees so that we can continue to make improvements and repairs and supply the restrooms and things like that.
Thank you.
Thank you. And could I say one more thing?
Yes.
This request to fill out the rental agreement for the ag zone was also, 2 copies were given last year to Mr. Peavy, and he refused to complete either one of them. And I explained to him, we have to have this. And he just didn't. I said, well then, there's gonna be a problem with you using the ag center if it's not complied with. And he didn't complete them, he didn't turn them back in or submit them. And he used the facility anyway. So that just didn't sound well with us, but we're going to work with him again this year, but we need those funds. Thank you.
Thank you. Comments from the board?
Opie, is there any reason why you can't fill out the applications?
There's no reason. Just had some miscommunication, that's all.
So you will take care of it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And as far as the fees and whatnot, they help pay the bills, the utilities and whatnot.
Yes, sir, I'm just asking for some help because we didn't get the tourism grant, so.
Well, the reason we're not getting the tourism grant, as I understand it, is one is not following compliance with the guidelines, and then not following up on previous applications. That's my understanding.
We've had some miscommunications and
Well, Mr. Peavy, I would like to say that, you know, Mr. Kaufman and I both met with you and went over the application, and we talked about the fact that we need information about who was there last year and how many, hotels were used and so forth, or asked for on the application. And I think, you know, as I stated earlier, we can't just circumvent the tourism commission. They're the first line of process of getting the grant money for that, and I think in order, it would be ill-advised for us to just waive the fee and open it up without using the proper process. That's my feeling. I'll entertain a motion if it's so in order.
Well, if Opie's saying that he willing not to fill that out, can't we just let him go back and fill it out? That's,
Yes, sir.
Well-
Yeah, one choice would be to allow that, then they engage in that process
yeah.
And start the process with TDC over the Trojan.
with the chamber.
With that, with the chamber, I mean, yeah.
I guess, if I may, Ms. Phyllis, if I may, what exactly do you need, or would you like to have in your seat to make this work efficiently for you?
This form completed and the $100 cleaning deposit that will be refunded if it's clean in a timely manner, and, all the information that's required in this form right here.
And the fees?
And fees, yes, $250.
So if all of that occurs, then you're.
They can use it, yeah, I've got emails where I related that information. And let me just state that normally for an event like that, it would be $800 a day, it would be a $200 deposit. And he's wanting it for 2 days, not 1 day, but we're willing to give it to him for $250